the volume, pump up the volume. You say Redeemer full of culture, y'all. Check this out.
G'day, welcome to Ghetto Gallery.
We're at the Projects, which is a creative space that's been put on in a car park adjoining to the Vic on the Park Hotel in Enmore.
On the 26th of May, there was a special event here held by the Hours, Semi-Permanent and the One Day Crew.
That brought together some of Australia's finest street artists, including Jumbo, Numbskull,
Beastman, Fibs and Scott Marsh.
So we're going to take a look around and see what they created in the space and tell you a little bit more about what goes on here.
So why is it got to be so damn hard? You say
Great.
Nothing like old school. Nothing like the old school. Nothing like old school. Nothing like the old school.
This is no ordinary concrete lot. In December last year, the team behind Lo-Fi Collective and the Ghetto Gallery launched the space, turning it into the Inner West home for graffiti, street art and creative happenings. All sorts of things go on here. It's a really cool place that you should check out. They have cinema, swap meets, half-court basketball, markets and creative workshops, as well as graffiti artists coming in every single fortnight. There's new pieces that are coming up along a huge 20-metre wall right here. It's a really awesome thing that's going on. It's adjoined to the Vic on the Park pub here, so you can sit around, have a few beers, talk with your mates and enjoy some street art in action and just really pick up on the vibe of the area and seeing how wonderful it is that artists have merged together with a business and support the community and support that sort of street and urban culture in such a way as this.
I'm going to talk to you about Beastman's piece right here. Firstly, you can tell straight away it's very symmetrical. Everything is revolving around the centerpiece and it's going on either sides. If you take a look, we have eyes there and eyes in the other corner, right? This is looking like a gateway into something. If you look at the eyes, we have a mouth right here, but if you take a closer look, we have a gateway over the top, and if you go through, we have water. So it's like a gateway into something else going through the mouth of this beast. I'm going to call it a beast because Beastman did it, but the nice solid color and solid line work makes it stand out tremendously, contrasting everything. What I think is interesting to note is that he does these drip lines on the far ends, on both sides, but he uses everything symmetrical, kind of bringing you in straight into the center of the artwork. It's really interesting to take a look at. This next piece that we're going to look at is a Fibs piece. Now Fibs has done a lot of animals before, a lot of fishes, a lot of birds, and in this bird I have seen before. Not in this method, but definitely in that expression. It's got a very sly sort of smile about it, kind of cheeky kind of smile. But if you take a look at the face that's right here, it's very serious. But when you really take a look at this work, you realize it's actually a bird with a face on it, not a face with a bird on it. So even though that's predominantly the center of the piece, it actually is a bird. Moving on from that, you'll also notice that a lot of his strokes, he's got a lot of excessive strokes, a lot of lines, almost like he's sketching, but there's a lot of nice rounded movement, very confident strokes. He's got very good technique with his can. Also, if you take a look, the color and the way he puts a lot of sheen on it, kind of making it look very chromy, kind of metallic, but still organic at the same time. There's actually a lot going on in this piece. From the tail and how it sort of balances it out on its perch, to the little floaty bits that are just along the side of it, giving it that native Polynesian sort of feel. Even the little cuts across here, it's got a very native American Indian kind of thing about it. Very fascinating piece, especially the more you take a look at. Now, Jumbo is a whole other kettle of fish. Perfect example of straight up rebellion. Doesn't fit into any conformity, any type of understanding, but even in his non-conformist sort of breakout expression, there's still something that we can take a look at, perhaps coming out of his subconscious. If we take a look down here, you see that this has got legs, and it is some kind of animal or beast. Well, that's what we can define anyway. If you look up here, something's coming out of it, almost like tearing out of it. But the blue that he uses also is the same blue that's in the background, so it kind of sinks in. When we have this black and white pattern here, brings it forward, but this sinks in. So he's kind of playing with perspective. It's kind of contorting it. When I looked at this too, I kind of felt it was like a fly's eye, which made it feel like more of an insect, especially how there's different sets of legs on it. And on the other side of the piece, you'll also see that it's actually quite symmetrical in comparison to this, as it's almost coming out of that. There's a lot of movement if you take a look from when he's coming in, as all the legs are facing in the same direction. Jumbo is quite fascinating to look at because he doesn't stick to anything. He really has his own style, it's very unique, and it has a place in the street art world.
All the artwork we spoke about today was actually a collaboration between all 5 of the artists. It was an excellent event, and those events are ongoing throughout the year if you ever want to come down and check it out yourself. Thanks for joining us for the episode. Remember to subscribe to our channel and take a look at our Facebook and Instagram pages, and we'll see you in a fortnight.